Hi guys, it's me Sophia again. So this video is going to be about what makeup I pack for when I have to go travel for a lot of weddings. So recently I had to go to California and I went to a whole bunch of family friends weddings and close friends weddings and things like that, and they were all like South Asian, Pakistani, Indian weddings. So each wedding had a few events that I had to go to, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with South Asian weddings, but you have to get super glammed and it's very colorful affair. It's very exciting and there's a lot of colors and there's a lot of sparkle. So this is gonna be a ton of makeup that I packed, and of course because I wanted a lot of choices and I had a whole bunch of different outfits that I had brought. So I wanted a bunch of makeup that would match all the different outfits. So this is not how much makeup I take normally for regular trips or travel or things like that. So this is an excessive amount, but it was a lot of weddings and it was a lot of events. So I'm going to try to start in order of how I would apply it to my face, just to keep things a little bit organized. So if you'd like to see all the makeup that I packed for my recent California trip to go to a whole bunch of weddings, yeah, just stay tuned. Alright, the first thing I always take with me is an eye primer, and I'm going to try not to describe each and everything because then this will take forever. If you want further explanation or reviews or details or swatches or anything like that of specific items or shades or colors or things, please comment down below because this would be like a 10-hour video if I explained each and everything. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to start off with is eye primer. It's my Urban Decay one. Okay, so I did bring a bunch of eyeshadow palettes. Like I said, I don't normally take this many on trips, but I took my Naked Basics. This was the number 2, the little one. Here, I'll just show you a brief. So that's what that one looks like. And then I took these two. These are like my basics because they just have almost everything that you need. So it's the Lorac Pro 1 and the Lorac Pro 2 palettes. And they do have a mirror on the other side, but I don't want to blind you guys. So these are all mattes on the top. So these are all pretty much the neutrals, but Lorac Pro 1 leans more warm. So this is a little bit more golds and browns and things like that. And then the Lorac Pro 2 is a little bit more cool tones. It has a little bit more silvers. It has a few pops of color. Purple, blue, has this nice olive color here, this beautiful silver taupes and things, and this gorgeous rose gold, which I used a lot on this trip, and the gray and stuff like that, and this peach I love. But I'll do a separate video, I think, all about palettes, because palettes is definitely one of my favorite makeup obsessions. The other thing I definitely needed, because I was going to so many weddings and wearing a lot of colors, bright colors, was my Urban Decay Electric palette because of all these pops of color. Sometimes I would use these as my main colors, or as just like a liner color, or just a little accent underneath or on top, or a whole rainbow eye look. I did one of those, which I made a short video about, but yeah, I did that one again. Now I also brought this Too Faced, a few of my favorite things. This is one of their Christmas palettes. This is what this one looks like. So I don't normally use this one a lot, and this is not one of my totally favorites, which is ironic because it's called A Few of My Favorite Things. This is the front of it right here. I don't use this one a whole ton, but the reason I do like this is because it has a lot of everything in it. I mean, it has a million eyeshadow, okay, not a million, but it does have a ton of eyeshadow colors, shades, and it has from sparkles to mattes to golds to silvers, and it has a bunch of pops of color. You see there's a green, there's a blue, there's a purple, so it works. And then there's also bronzers here, a little bit of a contour with that Chocolate Soleil. You can use that as a contour. It's more of a bronzer, but you can use that as a contour. And then it has 2 blush shades, which is nice, a pinky and a more peachy. So this was kind of nice during travel because it had a whole bunch of options. So one thing I did want to take during this trip, since I knew I was bringing a lot of makeup, to keep things organized and I wasn't sure where I was going to be able to put everything. So I brought this little cup thing that you can put together. It came as a brush case, like you put your brushes in here, but I just unsnap it apart and use it as 2 cups. So I'll put my either eyeliners in one and lip liners in one, which is what I did this time, or you could put like face brushes in one and eye brushes in the other, or just use it however you'd like. But they do make a cute little stand. They're very lightweight, it's pretty small, so it's easy to carry and easy to travel with, so I do like this. So let's start with the eyeliners first. So I did bring a bunch of eyeliners. I brought 3 little travel size ones and 4 regular size ones, I guess. So I brought this tiny Marc Jacobs one. It's a black shade. I got this Kat Von D, the what is this? The tattoo liner to do like more winged looks and things. This is a little Makeup Forever, a brown shade one for more natural looks. I brought this crazy gold one. I wasn't sure why, but just to have some options. And then this this is a felt tip Lorac, what is this one called? Lorac Front of the Line Pro. So this one I liked using for, see, it's like felt tip, sharp tip for wings. And then I have the Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes in black and a blue shade for accent. And then this double-sided, which is good for traveling. So this side's like a blue sparkly shade, and this one is more black Urban Decay Perversion shade. So that was a bunch of different little options I had for eyeliners. I also brought the Inglot gel liner for when I wanted really precise, really dark, really dramatic winged looks. For mascara, I brought a few choices. I brought 3 tiny little travel size ones. One I got, it's a MAC as a sample with a purchase. And then I brought a Makeup Forever little travel size one. And then I brought a Smashbox full exposure, if I can talk, a little travel size one. And then a full size Maybelline the Falsies Volume Express, because I wasn't sure if these would dry up quickly, because I went for quite a while. So I wasn't sure if these would dry up or run out or anything like that. So I brought one full size one. And this one was waterproof. So just making sure, yeah, one waterproof, and these 3 I believe are not waterproof. Well, one thing I forgot to mention with the eyeliners, I also brought these NYX Jumbo Pencil, one in white and one in black, milk and black bean, because I use these sometimes as bases underneath my eyeshadow. If I want to do a super vibrant or colorful or dark look, I'll put one or the other of these for like my rainbow colorful look. I started off with this underneath to make the colors even more vibrant and pop. And then if I want to do like a super dark smoky look or something like that, I'll put a black base down below. Or sometimes if you want to use glitter, just a white or black base underneath your regular looks can really change the looks or the eyeshadows and kind of give you a more multi-dimensional or more true to color to the eyeshadow effect. So these 2 were helpful with that. The other thing I brought were these little glitters. One is a MAC pigment, and one, these 2 are glitters, and they're all MAC. So one is more of like a silvery blue, one was more of like this gold, and one was more of like a soft gold melon color. Just trying to make sure that this one is so pretty for weddings and parties and stuff, nighttime events. This one's really pretty too. All right, the next thing I brought was a little bit of face primer. So I brought this little guy, the travel size of Makeup Forever Step 1 face primer. For foundation options, I brought a MAC Pro Longwear Foundation. This is in shade NC30, and it's a little bit dark for me. I think which is funny because my MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 foundation is also an NC30, and this is a pretty darn exact match. Actually, I think I'm wearing this today, so let me know. What do you think? I mean, I don't have any here, but this is the closest match I think with foundation that I've ever found. But the funny part is, so I ordered, anyways, I'm getting distracted, but I ordered it, this one, the Pro Longwear Foundation in NC30 as well, thinking, but it's a little dark. But anyway, so I had brought this because it was going to be weddings, photo shoots, things like that. Those, that one has SPF 15, so I didn't want any white cast When you wear foundations with SPF for weddings or formal events, if there's going to be a lot of pictures taken, you might notice that there is a white cast. Oh, by the way, okay, sorry, I'm super distracted right now. I got new hair. I forgot to tell you guys about that. Sorry, it's a little janky looking right now. It was wet and then I had tied it up into a crazy bun, so that's what's going on here. Crazy situation. But I got it colored, a little bit of an ombre situation going on. Yeah, it's a little crazy looking right now, but when I brush it out and fix it and straighten it and stuff, it looks much better. But what do you guys think? I don't know, I kind of like the lighter look for summertime, so exciting. Plus I was getting bored. But anyways, let's get back to the video. So yeah, I had brought this for the formal events, and then I brought this one, my Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream with SPF 30, just for daytimes, casual stuff, just for daily, like, you know, just casual type stuff. So these were my two options. This is more of like a tinted sunscreen kind of thing, and this was my foundation for the like formal parties and stuff like that. So for concealers, I brought a few options. I brought for formal parties, I brought the Urban Decay Naked Skin concealer. I got this in the shade medium light neutral for the under eye and stuff like that. And then I got this concealer. It's my MAC concealer. I don't know what this one is called. Matchmaster Concealer. I don't know. This is like if I was having breakouts and stuff, which I kind of am a little bit right here, but for breakouts, blemishes, other marks on my face, this is a little closer to my skin tone. This is in shade number 2. So I brought this because I don't know about you, but when I travel on long flights and stuff, I tend to break out a lot. So the plane ride and things like that, and just different weather, you know, I'm now not as used to the colder, drier weather over there, so my skin was kind of acting up a little bit. So this really helped kind of cover up little acne and blemishes and things like that. Then I brought this other little random concealer that I got in an Ipsy bag a long time ago. It's called like Evelyn Iona or something. I don't know honestly, but I just, because it's super lightweight. So what was happening is after all these weddings were done, my husband was flying back to Florida, and then I was gonna stay an extra couple days to go to Napa with my girlfriends for this girls weekend for one of my close friends. She was for her bachelorette party, or like bridal bachelorette weekend type thing. So I thought, okay, so when I'm done with all these like formal wedding parties and stuff, like the bulk of my makeup items, I sent them back with my husband because he had a lot of extra space in his luggage. And then I wanted to keep like smaller, tinier, like just small stuff for the Napa weekend. So like when I was done with the weddings, I sent these both back because they're pretty heavy, and then I just kept this one little guy super light. So like that. So like most of these things, like all these palettes and all this crazy stuff, I sent back with my husband because then I only kept like this one light palette. It's like super light, just one thing, you know. So one thing of each I kept for the Napa weekend, and the bulk of everything else I sent back. So that was also something I had to think about while I was packing and stuff. It was a little crazy. So for setting powders and things like that, I brought 2. So I brought the Laura Mercier powder for setting my under eye concealer, or even just as a lightweight setting overall, like all over my face. But I tend to get really oily. But here's the thing, like in San Francisco, I wasn't getting as oily because, like I said, the air is a little bit drier and colder there. In Florida, South Florida, I get a lot more oily because it's super humid and warm here. But in case I needed more coverage, or yeah, for like some of the weddings and stuff like that, and you want like more flawless, more matte coverage. So then I started using my MAC Studio Fix powder. So this was for more formal like setting of the foundation, and then this was more I was using to just kind of set the under eye concealer and that sort of thing. So for also setting the under eye and then also contour, I use my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, which is my favorite palette. I think I've mentioned it, I don't know, for highlight and contouring. And it has a huge mirror, but I don't want to blind you guys. So I used a mixture of these 2 shades to set my under eye, and then a mixture of these 2 shades to do my contouring. Then I brought this Tarte blush palette because it's perfect. It has 5 shades of blush. It's super lightweight and it has a mirror on the other side. And it pretty much had every single shade. It has this one sparkly one here, and it has pretty much every shade that I needed for the trip. So it's lightweight, it's easy instead of bringing a whole bunch. One single blush that I did bring was this NYX single right here. Like I said, this one I brought for just a lightweight Napa trip, just one thing. And I sent the palettes back with my husband after the weddings were finished. And this little guy, this NARS tiny travel set, has a small, has a mirror, and it has a small Laguna and a small, another little blush. So this was just another option and lightweight, tiny travel size. So this I kept for my contour slash bronzer for Napa, and the blush also for Napa. So this one and this was all I used. I sent back all the other palettes after I was done. These two palettes, because this one's pretty heavy, I'm not gonna lie. This one's hard to travel with. So if you're going on a casual trip, I don't know, I mean, unless you're like die hard of like, oh, I need a contour. But me, I'm not so obsessed with contours on like quick casual trips. So this one's a little heavy. This one's not as heavy, but still, I just wanted to send back as much as possible because my luggage was pretty darn cram-packed. All right, so we're almost done here. So for the highlighters, I brought my main one for the parties was this Becca tiny travel size little, it's super lightweight. It has an adorable little mirror in it. It's so cute, and it's the opal shade. Awesome, versatile, great glam party. It's perfect. Super lightweight. And then I also brought this little dandelion one for our dandelion from Benefit. Really lightweight, barely weighs anything. Really small, cute. This is just a little bit more casual, very lightweight. You can even use this as sort of a blush or blush topper, depending on your skin tone. It is pretty light. This I just brought as more of a casual highlight in case I didn't want to go all like Becca glam, you know, one day. And then I brought this tiny little Benefit High Beam highlighter. So this is a small travel size, very lightweight liquid highlighter. So you can use this on its own. So I thought it would be a lot of options. I can put, you know, just dab this on, use it on its own, or layer it on with the Becca to make it even more crazy, or even with the other one. And then I kept just this one for the Napa weekend, and these two I sent back after the weddings. So for the brows, I brought a Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I brought my Benefit Brow Gimme Brow. I use this like 99.9% of the time. I've talked about this before. This is my favorite brow product of all time. I love this thing. I'm gonna stock up when there's another sale at Ulta and Sephora. I love this. This is always in my cart to replenish. This one I had brought just as a backup in case I was having some massive gaps. It's actually funny. I was doing my eyebrows one time and I plucked a little too much, so this did help me fill in a little bit of a gap that I had. So for lashes, I had brought two options. I brought these Sephora accent ones. They're like they're just halfways. Like you just put them on to the very ends just to add a little bit of length, and they're super cute. I'm not really I don't like wearing like super humongous false lashes. I'm not sure why. I just think maybe because I don't have too much area between my lashes and my, I guess, I don't know, it hits this area and then it just looks too crowded to me. So I like wearing really light, natural looking lashes. I'm not wearing any lashes today, by the way, but that's just mascara. But anyway, so you can see this one is just like, it's a small accent lash to go on the edge. Sorry, this one has glue and it looks all gunky, but I wanted to show you which one. So these are also very like lightweight, more natural looking too. They're very feathery, light, just to add a tiny touch extra to your natural lashes. And this is, I think, Ardell, I believe, are these the wispies? I don't know, but it's number 53. And the Sephora one's called Flutter. So those are the two lash options. I wore each of them, I believe, once or twice. So I think we'll do the lips and then I think we'll be done. So I definitely always have to travel with an EOS lip balm. I love this just day and night. It's awesome. For lip liners, again, I put them in this little guy, and so I brought a bunch of options, not as many as the eyeliners, but I think I did okay. I love this thing. Oh, it's all wiped off. I think it's the Revlon. I don't remember, but I think this is Revlon, yeah. Ooh. I'll look it up for you. I'll try to post it below, but I love this for just casual daily. I use it a lot. Casual daily, it's just add a little touch of color, natural. I love that stuff. It's just the easiest lip option. And then I brought these different lip liners. They're all MAC because I love MAC lip liners. I brought Beat, which is a more reddish option, Magenta, Dervish, which I love. Soar and Dervish are my two favorites. Whirl and Half Red. So just a whole bunch of different. Whirl is a little bit more brownie and Half Red's a little bit more reddish. So I brought a tiny bit of, you know, everything. Okay, so lipsticks is where I could just not pare it down. I brought way too many lipsticks, and this trip is what inspired me to decide to make a lipstick palette. I really want to make a lipstick palette. The only thing I'm afraid of, I've watched a ton of how-to tutorials all over YouTube, and I've gotten some really good ideas, and I actually even bought the palette tools that I needed from MAC, the like empty palettes and stuff, and the palette inserts. The only thing that scares me though is I don't want to chop up my lipsticks. Like, I like the way they look so nice, and I just don't want to mess them up. But I think I will, because this was a little like ridiculous, and plus I have now so many lipsticks that I think a palette will just be easier for me to open it up and see all the shades and be able to decide, and it'll be more inspiring. That way I'll use a lot more of the shades that I have, because now especially I have a lot of MAC lipsticks, and MAC you have to like open up each tube to kind of see the shade, even though I have most of the names like memorized, but you still have to like glance at the name and you have to think about the shades and stuff like that. So I definitely think anyways, I'll stop rambling. But if you guys want me to make a video about me showing how to make a lipstick palette, let me know in the comments below, or you know, like this video or something like that, and let me know if that's something you want me to videotape doing. So the lipsticks I brought were, okay, let's start with MAC. I know I just brought way too many. Okay, so with MAC, I brought 5. I brought Captive. Should I show the colors? Okay, fine. So Captive is this one. Then I brought Angel, which is like a super light frosty pink, more nude pink. And then Flat Out Fabulous. I love this color for parties. Very pretty. See, so they're all different shades. Now you see where I couldn't decide, right? This one's Brave. I love this. This is like my perfect daily, casual, easy, you know, if you can't decide what to wear, I just put on Brave. It's just really easy. And then this one's really fun. Amplified Petals and Peacocks. This one was, I think, a limited shade. Super duper pretty. And then I brought some Marc Jacobs. Okay, so I brought 2 Marc Jacobs little mini guys. These are so cute. So this one is the red one. I think it was the VIB Rouge gift. The shade of that is So Rouge, I think. And then this one I think was the free birthday gift. I don't know. I think it's called Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That's also a cute little natural shade. And then yeah, this one is the Makeup Forever. It's just a little travel size little guy. Really cute. I brought this tiny Urban Decay one called Crush. Hot pink, really pretty. Like neon pink. Super pretty. Alright, last one. This one's Urban Decay After Dark lipstick. This is the old formula, not the new Vice ones that they just came out with, but really pretty color, like a dark berry. So those are all the lipsticks. One last lipstick that I forgot was my Bite Beauty Sour Cherry, and this is just a vibrant, gorgeous red. So, I don't know, let me know. Did I bring too many lipsticks? I mean, all the shades were pretty different, I think. Let me know. Lastly, some tools. So when I do go to a party, I will need to always bring a little touch-up mirror. This is just a cute little sparkly mirror. And then some little oil absorbing wipes, because like I said, my skin, my face gets really oily, especially when you have all that makeup and stuff on, then it just feels a little heavy. So these are great for touch-ups. And then I brought this mini Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray, which I always bring this little travel size because it's really tiny, and then I'll just refill it with my with the large size. I'll just like keep opening this one and pour some more in, so I always keep this. I don't throw it away. I brought this small little Japanesse makeup brush cleanser, so in between when I didn't get a chance to like wash my brushes properly, then I'll just spray a little on a napkin and just wipe it off, just to either if I'm changing the shade or color of, like, let's say an eyeshadow or blush or something like that, then I'll just use this, or even just with my foundation brushes to clean it off so a lot of like bacteria and stuff like that doesn't start collecting. So this is just good for a quick like antibacterial, just to keep things sanitary. That's the word I was looking for, sanitary. Last thing, I need a little Urban Decay, what is this one called? Grindhouse sharpener. It has the 2 sizes. And lastly, okay, I brought my Beauty Blender sponge, which is all dirty right now because I haven't washed it yet, and a ton of brushes, which I don't know if I have enough time in this video to go through because I feel like this video has already gotten way too long. But if you want to know the brushes I brought, just let me know. I mean, I brought like a big fluffy blending brush. I brought some face brushes. These are like the 3 main face brushes I brought. And then I brought a bunch of little like eye brushes. So I don't know, let me know if you want to see a detailed, I was thinking about making a video about brushes and like the brushes that I like and suggest and stuff like that. So let me know if you want a different video about brushes. Oops, I'm like getting distracted. So like this is a good like blush brush and like eyeliners, like okay, so this is also a little crazy. I brought way too many brush options as well, but you've heard the story. It's just a lot of stuff, so a lot of events, and so that's why I wanted a lot of options. But normally I just bring a few brushes, and yeah. Hey guys, I was editing this video earlier today and I noticed that I forgot a few items, so I'm just gonna cut that in right here and just yeah. So one other foundation I had brought with me was the Urban Decay Naked Foundation. So I had also brought a tinted BB cream and the a MAC foundation, the Pro Longwear, but I just brought this for something in between. This is a little bit more natural on me, lighter coverage. The MAC is like really heavy, so I brought this for something, you know, in the middle. Then I brought some Duo Eyelash Glue, and then a few little travel size primers. This is a Smashbox one and a Professional one. I had also brought this Inglot Duraliner. Okay, so the bottle broke, which I was so sad about because it was like brand new. I had only used it like a few times, but this Inglot Duraliner is really good for, there's a few different purposes and I can make a separate video about this, but mostly I had brought it for the Inglot gel liner to get a really nice smooth line, so this helps with that, and it does a few other things, but we can talk about that some other time. And then I had brought these 2 little NYX like glitter liners, so I thought I would do something fun, like if I wanted to add like a little bit of glitter here or here, and I think I did end up using this one day like all over my eyelid, so it was really pretty. They're just NYX glitter liners. They're really good. You can use them as little accents underneath, on top, as liner on top of your liner. If you just want to add like a few dots of sparkle here and there, it's a lot of fun. So I thought those would be fun to use in the weddings. And then the last 3 items, we have our lip products. I don't know how I forgot to mention my Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. Like, hello. So Kat Von D liquid lipsticks are my favorite liquid lipsticks so far, and I've tried a bunch. These are amazing. I love them. I think I've talked about them in a different video at some point. But I mean, I just freaking love these, especially if you want to go, like I was getting ready for weddings and stuff. So if you want to get ready for parties that you want your lip color to last a long time and you don't want to have to worry about touching up or anything like that. And these look so vibrant. They're beautiful. They're pigmented. They're long lasting. They feel smooth and creamy. They don't dry out your lips. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my voice today, but so these are amazing. I brought them in the shades. This one's Bachelorette, so pretty, and this one is called like Bauhaus 5 or something like that. These 2 are my favorite shades. Well, I don't know if I could pick favorites because they're all so gorgeous, but these are just, I love them. And last but not least, this little guy, this cute little Buxom lip gloss. I love these. I think I've talked about these before as well. And I have these in a bunch of little shades, and they're just really cute to keep in your purse for touch up or anything. So I had brought this lipstick. So that takes care of that. And so now I think I've gotten everything. So that, I know this was a long video. I went really fast because I didn't want to bore you guys. And if you want further detail, reviews, explanations, just like what my preferences are, what my favorites are of certain things, I was thinking about making videos about like what my favorite palette is and what my favorite eyeliner is and what my favorite this and this. So I have a few ideas. I made a little list. I'm actually enjoying making these YouTube videos. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun hobby of mine. I love makeup. So I love playing with makeup. I love trying out new makeup. I love like researching new stuff that's out there and stuff like that. So thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for all the likes and comments and stuff like that. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more. And yeah, thanks and have a great day. Bye.